Why did you want to start doing this in the first place? Where did you actually started your career in the broadcasting / comedian world? How did you start?
I've always been funny. I've always been I was one class clown and all that stuff. But the voice is the more important thing, I think, that people want to know. Where did that come from? I had it since high school. I didn't do anything with it. I went 4 years to go to Los Angeles, California to become an actor. I never did anything for 4 years. Not one thing. I returned, about 6 months ago back to Boston. And I was rock bottom, just not happy with my life, whatever. I put a video that went on the internet. Initially, it went viral. And it was I was never used to this. I just put one stupid video. I was bummed out. And I put it on the internet and immediately went viral. USA Today, New York Post, everywhere. And it was a clean version. It was hi, I'm Bob Menery. During the speed for the 18th hole, wow, he made the putt. It was still normal. And I'm usually over the top. And so basically I transitioned. That was it. We couldn't have started off more awkward than we just did.
So with your initial video, what was your instant reaction towards the publicity you were getting? Did you really expect to get this viral so quick?
No, I think what happened was, remember the big push was once Bro Bible posted it, I think. And then it started to go crazy on Reddit, and then my phone started blowing up, and I was literally not used to this at all, ever. And this was I think 4 months ago. Because I've only had the Instagram account, put effort into it for the past month, and I turned 13 followers into, I think it's 67,000 right now without any help from any companies or anything. So I just got really lucky. I don't know. I just got lucky, put a video online, and then just my phone went off, and I just followed up, and I worked 20 hours a day on it every day.
Wow, that's actually phenomenal how many hours you worked. Because, to build your brand, the Menery brand, you have to put so much work into it. And with people recognizing what work you put into it, has there anybody that's been kind of hitting you up in a sense of that wants to collaborate with you?
Yeah. I'm working on a TV show deal right now that hopefully I'll get done. I'm writing a TV show. I've had a crud load of, everybody's hitting me up. The hard part is how to filter out which ones actually are meaningful and which ones aren't. And so I have a manager, Brandon, who kind of tries to help me deal with all that, and he does a good job and everything. But it's just a lot, dude. It's crazy. You understand? Everything's dude, I spend 21 hours. I try to respond to every person that messages me, whether it be a 12-year-old kid or a 40-year-old or a 70-year-old old lady who thinks that's funny. I try to respond to every single one of them. It's because I'm not used to this. I don't know what it's like to be in the limelight. And to be honest with you, for this short period of time right now, I've been blessed to be in that. It's a cool moment, but I'm not taking 1 second for granted. It's awesome. I'm trying to respond to everybody. It's hard to do,
Yeah, I've noticed that on your Instagram lives and also all of your posts. You are replying to everybody. And you also replied to me. You liked one of my comments I put in there. I was actually really surprised because all the followers you have, I'm sure all the time that you kind of putting into these videos, it's a lot. But what is it? What videos do you like to kind of pick out? Is it more the videos that are highlight reel or the ones that are the guys missing putts, like the John Daly one's one of my favorites?
I never ever have a set plan. So I'll never say, okay, I have to put a video out at 5 o'clock. I had to put a video out at 9 in the morning. I don't have a set plan. When I see something I like, I just copy the link. I pull it off Instagram, put it off YouTube, I convert it. And then I look at it. I look at it with the audio that's actually in place. And then I screw with a couple maybe soundtracks in the background. I screw up with crowd noise in the background. And I'll do 1 or 2 takes, and then I'll just put it on the internet. Well, you see when I put it on the internet, every one literally takes me 20 seconds to do. I don't know what it is. I just feel it. I just go with it. And whether it be oh my God, Nick Folk, this guy is terrible. That chick is, and I just roll with it on it's my instinct. I can't explain it. It's my instinct,
Right. Now, with your voice, I love my broadcasters, and from just listening to your voice and doing these videos, you kind of remind me of Kenny Albert. I'm serious. I don't know if you got.
It's so funny. My biggest pet peeve of all time is when people are dude, are you impersonating Joe Buck, Kenny Albert? I'm no, dude. I'm it's me. Okay.
Bob Menery.
80% me. It's Bob Menery, but it's a little bit exaggerated.
Right.
It's I could say hey, look at that guy over there. That's my normal voice. And they'd be hey, look at that guy over there. So I don't know. I don't even remember the question was. My mind moves so quickly.
No, it's all right. No, and have you ever wanted to get into broadcasting? Since this started, and you were getting this follow, you don't want to even get into sports broadcasting.
no, 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 no.
I'm sure you get asked that all the time.
Market to do what I'm doing. I think there's a market with what I want to do right now. I think a lot of people are doing it, and I think that I just do it well. I really do, man. I think that I don't want to be sitting in a booth and be like 47-0 game and have like Johnny Manziel hands up to this guy up the middle, tackle down. It's 47-0, everybody. I want to kill myself in the booth right now, but I want to be able to be like, no, I want to leave the booth. I don't want to be here.
What happens?
So I don't want to be tied down by a network. I want to kind of build my own kind of brand. And that's kind of where I'm going with it right now.
I was actually going to follow up with a question how, you want to build your own brand. But what happens if a network does want to reach out to you to do kind of your own spin-off of broadcasting?
If a network hits me up, I mean, here's the deal. It's just, I rely on people that are smarter than me to kind of help make that decision. But at the same time, I want to keep my creative sense open,
Oh, okay.
So if somebody hits me up, if it restricts me to be like a monkey and a puppet in a booth, I'm not going to do that. I want a little bit of creative, I want to be myself.
All right, I like that. And just another quick question. Who's, I guess, your biggest influence on this whole Instagram commentary, everything, if you have one?
Maybe Kevin Spacey. I grew up doing, loving theater and, acting and, I think Kevin Spacey wouldn't be anything broadcasting-wise. It would be a man with amazing instincts, because I think that's what makes the videos that I do quality. I don't think it's my voice. It's a mix. Well, it is my voice, but it's a mixture of just originality and just going with my instincts. And I think in theater and acting and all that, you learn that stuff. Just kind of being free and that's what I try and bring to every clip that I do. As silly as it may seem, if I'm saying beep in the beep, it's still there's just this creativity behind it. But Kevin Spacey would be my number one dude.
Wow, it's very interesting. If I've been following your Instagram and your Twitter, you're trying to hook up with Snoop Dogg and trying to do a collaboration with him. How is that going?
That is, we'll see.
Oh, okay. No secrets, no spilling the beans here on the Ringo Rubaugh show.
Here's the deal: if I try and link up with people that I think can add value to the product that I have, and whether or not anybody I try and work with has $1 million trillion or the number one person in Hollywood, I think they're trying to make a good product every time. And so if they collaborate with me, I think that there'll be an opportunity to make a good product. That's why I go to guys like Snoop Dogg and other people to try and influence and do clips with.
So with the whole you making this brand and all, how has your family kind of looked into this? Because I know you were talking about you hitting some hard times, and your family brought yourself back up. What does your family and your close friends think about how quickly you became to this Instagram fame and a social media fame?
I mean, my family is extremely, no lie, the most supportive family in the world, but at the same time, they'll be like, Bobby, they have a secret code word for me. That if I get out of line and talk too much about social media, they yell out the word ribbon. Ribbon.
Oh, wow.
It's funny.
It's like a safe word.
It's so funny. It's actually funny. And they literally, so I'll be like, guys, so listen, I get this Instagram video, it's got 30,000, they're like, ribbon. and that means I have to change the subject. So it's actually, it's funny, but they're all awesomely supportive. Again, I'm like a complete psycho with this stuff. Like I said, 21 hours a day is, again, literally what I'm putting in crazy hours. So I appear sometimes like a nutbag, but I'm just passionate and hungry.
When you're making all these videos, and I know a lot of the videos you're making are kind of I guess you would say, if it's an Aaron Rodgers touchdown that happened on Sunday, you'll put that up or something like that. If it's a big touchdown, whatever. Now, in the case of Gordon Hayward, you're going to stay away from a gruesome injury or anything kind of negative in the sports world. You're going to probably stay out of that, right? That's not your forte.
You're asking some really, really good questions throughout this whole thing. This is actually really good. I don't believe in ever commenting on injuries, but then people will be like, well, you call stuff whatever. I just don't know. I don't feel right about it. My instinct's telling me don't comment on injuries. That's it. My body's like, nah, don't do it, so I'm just not going to do it.
No, I like that. I mean, I got to respect that. Once I saw your Instagram post saying, a bunch of people hitting you up saying, hey, do the Gordon Hayward injury, all that kind of stuff, and you just put that post out there.
Don't do it. It's it would just be just don't do it. It's move on. Don't do it. We move on.
All right.
Yeah, I think it's just a bad move. And I want to say something else about what is your ultimate goal? This is just the beginning for you.
Got it.
And this is this is huge stepping stone for you. But, everyone has their ultimate goal down the line. How far is that going to take you, and what is your ultimate goal overall?
Great question. I want to be number one on the internet. I want to be the number one movie actor on the planet. I want to be the number one comedian in the world. I want to be the biggest Instagram star there is. I want to write my own movie. I want to do everything.
That sounds like a lot of money.
The number, it might not happen, but it's going to happen.
I love that, Bob.
Not to sound cocky and conceited, but I want it more than anybody on this planet. And I will get to number one, and I want to be the best ever, and I'm having a great time doing it. And that's it. I'm psycho when it comes to work ethic. I really am.
Well, when you're saying you're working 21 hours a day, it's kind of...
Yeah, who matches that?
I don't...
But you got to do it right, too. And I don't want to give away any secrets. I don't want to do any secrets, because I will never pay $1 for following social media, whatever. But the best advice I give anybody trying to come up is treat it like an election. Literally, like you're a mayor knocking on doors, old school work ethic, and meeting everybody, because every vote counts, and then it duplicates. And then it duplicates, because one person turns into two. Two people turn into your name's drop at four, and it multiplies quickly. So go up to everybody you know and say, hey, do you have Instagram? I sound like a nutbag sometimes. I'll go to a bar and be like, hey, excuse me, miss, do you have Instagram? So, yeah, I'll be like, can you follow me real quick? Do you mind?
Just throw a follow.
And she's like, what? She's like, I'm Marcy. I'm Marcy. I'm like, oh, I'm like, I don't want to do this. I mean, can you just follow me real quick? I'm like, I do this thing, social media, whatever. And she's like, okay, fine, I'll follow you. And she hits follow, and I'm like,
yeah. After that, you don't care. You just go on to the next one.
Hey, I completely appreciate your work ethic, everything.
No, but I don't want to think. No, I don't want to think like I'm a jerk going around trying to get followers. I just want to show you the work ethic that I have, that I don't stop. Like a normal person like that wouldn't be going to people. That's just the fire inside of me.
Oh, definitely.
You know?
And yeah, before we get to our rapid fire questions, we got a few questions, some like pop culture related, some sports related to ask you. Who is Declan O'Sullivan?
Declan O'Sullivan, that's a great question. You're going to hopefully hear about Declan. That's a great question. Declan is a guy who I met at, I'm filming this show that I don't want to talk too much about it, but it's an Instagram show. And Declan is helping me out on it. The kid's a stud, and you'll hear his name soon.
All right, sounds great. So let's get into our rapid-fire questions quick. We're just going to ask you a series of questions. Could be one-word answers, short answers, whatever you feel applies. All right, so let's start now. Astros or Dodgers for the World Series?
Dodgers.
All right.
Oh, wow.
How
many games?
6.
Oh, all right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what we're saying here. So, all right, next one. Are you all in with this pumpkin spice craze or nah?
Yes.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. I mean, I saw you posted the pumpkin beer. I'm a big fan of the pumpkin seasonal beers.
Big Oktoberfest guy. Love my Sam Adams.
F yeah.
What's your favorite 90s jam?
Don't know. Pass.
All right, fair enough. Joe Buck or anyone other than Joe Buck?
Joe Buck.
Oh,
all right,
okay.
all right.
I respect a Joe Buck fan. I really do, because Joe Buck is a legend, and not a lot of people like him. I don't know why.
He's a hated
legend. A
legend.
majority of my audience that watches me send me messages being like, F Joe Buck, get him out of here. And I'm like, no, he's cool. I like him. And I have to, ration with everyone and tell them why Joe Buck's great.
All right, fair enough. And then our last one, who's your favorite comedian right now? Or, ever, basically.
Tough question. Really good question. Ooh, man. Larry David is pretty good.
Well, of course, Larry David's good. He's a
I don't know. It's definitely not one. I got 10, but I'm not going to name them all.
Did you tune
Larry
into
David,
the...
Will Ferrell.
Did you tune into the new... Oh, Will Ferrell's one of my favorites. But did you tune into the new Curb Your Enthusiasm?
I haven't started yet. I haven't. I wanted.
Well,
to
yeah,
so
you're busy,
badly.
man, but it's actually hilarious. It's still...
Dude, I've heard only good things.
Yeah, it's awesome. But Bob Menery, we love that you came on our show. We really appreciate it. We want to give you the best luck. We'll be following you guys, for you and also O'Sullivan as well, and we just wish you the best of luck.
Thanks so much, man. I appreciate you guys having me on anytime. I love this stuff. So
of course.
All right, brother. I'll see you guys later. Thank you.
All right,
of
thanks
course,
a lot,
thank
Bob.
you. Have a good one.